Hi, this is Josh with Resort TV 1, and today I'm bringing you all the construction updates here at Disney's Hollywood Studios for February of 2019. We hope you enjoy the video, and please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. Also, be sure to leave us a like and a comment, as it really does help out the video. And finally, be sure to follow us on social media with Resort TV 1 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And before we get started with the updates in the park, there are a ton of updates outside the park. New bus loop areas, new security kiosks going up, all kinds of great stuff. Of course, the Skyliner. So we're going to take you outside the park to show you all the outside the park updates first. So, let's get started.
And we're on the way into the park here, and this is the new interchange that leads to the new Hollywood Studios entrance. It's actually really complicated, and I think they really are getting ready for the increased traffic flow for the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening. There's Art of Animation over there to the right, just so you can get a feel for where we are. And the new entrance actually comes off of Osceola Parkway, if you want to look at a map and see where that is. So it's just adjacent to the entrance to the Wide World of Sports. But this new car entrance here is much wider and can accommodate many more cars than the old entrance, especially the one on the other side by Buena Vista Drive, which is now closed to all traffic. But I like how they kept the original theming too. And then of course we have the Skyliner construction here. And here to the right you can see the Riviera Resort still under construction. And there are the new bus stops off in the distance. And on the horizon you can see the Galaxy's Edge construction. And here we are at the new entrance. You have to walk past these construction walls to get into the park. And there you can see the Skyliner station off in the distance there. It's coming right along. You can see the cables are there, leading all the way down into the station and all the way back over to Caribbean Beach. And here's a closer look at the new Skyliner station. It's really coming along. And adjacent to that is the walkway that leads down to the new bus stops. It's nice and wide to accommodate all the extra guests that Galaxy's Edge is going to bring. Another view of the Skyliner station here. And off in the distance you can see the Tower of Terror, so you can see where we are. And here's this new restroom area that was just opened a few weeks ago. It's really nice and big, can accommodate all the new guests that again Star Wars and the new Skyliner are going to bring. And I love how they kept the theming unified with the car entry area to the new bus stops and now to the restrooms here. Everything really is unified and just gives you this Hollywood Studios feel, which I love. Here's the new bus directory where you can see where all the stops are. And you can see the Skyliner again heading all the way down to the Riviera Resort, off in the distance. And here's a closer look at that Riviera Resort. And here you can see the new bus stops. And right now they're using these temporary stops off to the side, while the main stops are still being completed, but at least the guests are now down in the same area where the bus stops will be when they're completed. And now we're going to head back towards the park, but you can see a different angle of the Skyliner as well as the station and the Tower of Terror in the background there. There you can see the construction workers up there working on the middle bus stop. And these will also be bus stops for charter buses as well, not just the Disney buses I saw on some maps that I looked at on my way in. And again, this walkway is nice and wide, so it should really accommodate the guests nicely. I can just imagine riding that Skyliner down into the station. And as you get closer to the park, you can see a new roof or awning area being constructed. And I'm thinking that's probably a new area for security, just to add increased capacity. So it's kind of horseshoe shaped, and I think that'll work really nicely for a security area.
And back inside the park here, it's great to see the Chinese Theater Courtyard is completely opened up again. This has been open for a few weeks now, but I wanted to show it again on this video just to be sure everybody knew. It is wide open today. And get some beautiful views of the Chinese Theater here with beautiful sunny skies. this courtyard, I think, is underappreciated. A lot of people just hurrying up to the ride when it was open and now kind of overlooking it because there isn't a ride. So, you know, really cool to walk around, look at all the hand and footprints and everything, the fountains and just the beautiful scenery. And I believe there were construction walls up around this queue area at one point, and now it is back open. Of course, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be coming in about a year, I believe, year or two. So that's still a ways away, but they've got everything opened up here, at least outside, and of course the majority of the work goes on inside. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with on that. And the first major update in the park that we'll come to here, besides the Chinese theater up there that I just showed, is here at Walt Disney Presents. Of course, they're showing One Man's Dream, but you can see now you can meet Mike and Sully. So it used to be Star-Lord and Baby Groot, and now it is Mike and Sully. And we'll go in there and take a look here in just a minute. And then just a little preview, we've got Municiberg there from The Incredibles, where Pixar Place used to be. So let's go in Walt Disney Presents first, and then we'll check out Municiberg. As I've said before, this is one of my favorite exhibits here at Walt Disney World. I mean, there's one of Walt's original studio desks there, and I've done a complete tour of this in another video, and probably will update that soon, but not a lot changed in here. But as we get further into the building, you will see Mike and Sully here in just a minute. And here's the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge model, which we've shown in previous updates. It hasn't changed. This is the final version of what the land will look like, and I've shown that in previous videos a little more detail, but it's still there. And this is the line to meet Mike and Sully, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that, but it is right here.
In just under 2 minutes, guys, the doors to the theater will be opening. If you're traveling in
But you can see here inside, looks like they have some mock-up doors and things like that. So maybe we'll try and come in a little later and see if we can get in and look around a little bit. But looks really cool, the Monsters, Inc. experience. And here's a computer-generated view of what Galaxy's Edge will look like. It's really cool. There's the Millennium Falcon there. And you got this model of the AT-AT Walker. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I've heard that the Millennium Falcon is actually mostly installed here at Disney World now. It's been out at Disneyland for a while because they're a little bit ahead out there. But anyway, it'll be really cool. Alright, so we're back outside by where Pixar Place used to be, and we're going to check out Municiberg here, which is again based on the Incredibles movie. And sorry we didn't get to check out Mike and Sully. We may have to do another video on that. It looked like the line was going to be well over a half an hour from what everybody was saying, maybe even 45 minutes, depending on how long the interactions take. And on a time crunch tonight, so we're doing our coast-to-coast stream tonight, so I want to make sure we're on time for that. But we'll do a separate video on that. But in the meantime, let's check out Pixar Place, which is Municiberg. So there we go. We have a little gift shop there, Municiberg Gifts. So really cool gift shop area here, and all Incredibles merchandise there. Pretty much what you've seen before. I do love that My Family is Incredible shirt back there. It's pretty awesome. And one thing you've got to look for here in Municiberg is all the hidden Jack-Jack sightings throughout the area. This one's a little bit more obvious, but there's other areas we'll show. It's almost like hidden Mickeys and all the different things he's left behind. There are laser marks, cookies, all kinds of stuff. So we will show you that as we move along. And they've also got a really cool photo experience here. It's called an Incredible Celebration, so you can get your photo taken there. It's really nice. And so if you look down here on the ground, you'll see where Jack-Jack has accidentally lasered the pavement here. It's just really cool. And there's more Jack-Jack fun. It's really cool. Very creative. And over here is the Neighborhood Bakery. And they've got this famous Jack-Jack cookie, which is a deep dish chocolate chip cookie we tried on the stream the other day. It is absolutely amazing. I'll see if I can get a closer shot of that here in just a second. There it is, chocolate chunk cookie. It is delicious, take my word for it. We've got this incredible masked pretzel here and all kinds of great stuff. So let's look at the menu here real quick. Secret Identity, it's a frozen Coke, frozen slush, popcorn, Num Num cookie, that's what it's called. The Num Num cookie, it is amazing. Masked pretzel, an incredible hero sandwich. And here's more Jack Jack. And his footprints go all the way around the whole area there. It's just really cool. And if you look up here, he is in several different places right above the Municiberg Plaza sign. And you've got these great photo spots here, and you can even carry a sign if you want, and just have a great time with it. So a lot of fun. The Super Shindig, it says up there. There's the Municiberg City Seal, and just different signs. I hear this is a lot of fun over here. There is this raccoon in the trash can. Let's check that out. There's a raccoon coming out of the trash can, and right next to that we have some cookies. It's great. Almost look good enough to eat. And just across from that trash can there, you have to really look closely. It looks like somebody actually dropped cookie there, but it is embedded in the pavement there, so that is so cool. And one of the coolest things here is the Edna Mode experience. You can meet Edna Mode, and there she is right there. And the area that she's in is just beautiful. It's really neat. There she is again. And the queue in here is really cool. It shows some of the costumes she's created and all kinds of cool stuff. It's Frozone. That's a good quote right there. I never look back, it distracts from the now. Alright, so here we are in Toy Story Land. Hope you enjoyed that tour of Municiberg there. It's really cool. You should definitely check it out next time you're here. And I believe it will be here at least through the summer, if not longer. And Mike and Sully, like I said, will grab in another video, but definitely can't wait to meet them when it's maybe a little less crowded or we get here a little earlier. So Toy Story Land, really no major changes here. We have all the characters coming out. Here's Woody and Jessie. Everybody's excited. And here we are. It's a pretty good view of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's hard to get a view now from outside the park. There's a couple places on the road you can see it, but it is really coming along. So detailed. You can see the wing of one of the ships up there, and then one of those domed buildings that you saw on the concept model earlier. So there we go, Galaxy's Edge. We'll take a couple other looks at a couple other angles as well. There you go. There's another look at it. Of course, the Green Army men are coming by, having fun. And sorry about the sun being in the way here a little bit, but we'll take another look at it as we move on down towards the restroom and the alien swirling saucers here. So there's another look. It's just incredible how far it's come along. Even since Toy Story Land opened in June. And they did put up some extra trees and walls, so it's a little bit harder to see, but still, it's going to be incredible. I cannot wait. You guys can see a crane operating there in the distance. It's like lifting up some supplies. It's pretty cool. And this is going to be, like I've said in previous videos, a secondary entrance to Galaxy's Edge right here. So, Green Army men are having fun behind me, but you can see the sign for Toy Story Land, and I don't know what exact kind of sign they're going to have for Galaxy's Edge. So anyway, that'll be cool to check out. And right over here next to Mickey and Minnie's Red Carpet Dreams, the Mickey and Minnie Meetup, they've got this wall here. Not sure what it's covering. They've got directional signs in front of it, but it covers quite a distance over here, right next to Star Tours. So, not sure what that is. If you know what it is, leave a comment and let me know. And then another update right here is this Vacation Club kiosk is new. Not something that's super exciting, but just a couple weeks ago, I was here with Britt and Andrew and Crystal and saw the construction on it, and now it's finished. So they actually finished this one pretty quickly, but new Vacation Club kiosk. Always love to say hi to Miss Piggy here. So glad that the fountain's been back on for a few months here. And Muppet Vision 3D, of course, still going strong. Been here, I believe, since park open or very close to it. Now I can't remember, and I was here the year it opened. Post a comment if you know. I do miss the balloon on top. And actually, by the way, a little trivia as we head over to Grand Avenue to wrap up the video. The only attraction, or the only ride attraction that was open when Hollywood Studios opened was the Great Movie Ride, and then Star Tours, just over here to the right, actually opened a couple years later. So that's a little trivia for you. So there were a lot of shows here, but only one ride, which was the Great Movie Ride. And I can't remember if Muppets was open right when it opened or not. I think it was. So again, we've got the main entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and just a few months here at the end of the year, well, more than a few months, but this is going to be the busiest place in the galaxy, literally. It's going to be amazing, and I love this. It's kind of like an old California highway tunnel here, the way they've got the concrete edifice here that leads you into Galaxy's Edge, so pretty amazing. And one thing that's been brought up is the transition from Grand Avenue here, and you can kind of hear the funky elevator music in the background to Galaxy's Edge. It's going to be an interesting transition. I guess you just have to chalk it up to, you know, it is a theme park and there are going to be different areas, and use your imagination kind of thing. But what do you think about that? Leave a comment and let me know what you think about the transition between Grand Avenue and Galaxy's Edge. Well, that's all for now for this construction update for Disney's Hollywood Studios for February of 2019. We hope you enjoyed the video. And again, please remember to subscribe and leave a like and a comment if you haven't already done so. Also, be sure to check out our sponsors, MickeyBlog.com and MickeyTravels.com for the best in free Disney vacation planning advice. Go check out MickeyTravels.com to book your next trip to Disney. Also, be sure to check out WindowRepairParts.us for all your window and door repair needs, and use the coupon code ResortTV1 for 20% off your purchase at WindowRepairParts.us. I love all these instruments here. Most of you know I'm a band director. That's my regular job. It's really cool. There's a blue sousaphone there. Super cool. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video and seeing all the updates here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Now that you've finished watching this video, be sure that you're subscribed so that you can get all of the latest updates. Also, check out some other great videos on our channel. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.